Yes, they were Druids. Some of them were lords. Know that they governed with mystic wards. Warrior menders from before Roman times. Druids remembered. They passed wisdom down. A 13-moon calendar well did they comprehend. Star cycle awareness was what they retained. From studying long what was to see. From Earth into infinity. Long lingering in wooded temples glade led to certain observations that they made. Direct from living in the thrall of forest, sky, existence, all. They knew genetic lineages of who and how begun. They understood precession and the order of the sun. So knew when solstice or equinox time it would arrive. They kept goidelic memory banks very much alive. With song and story of life's laws and glory. Inspired, freely from space to them. These were the mystics with their mysteries, long before our warlords and their histories. Very little is known about these folk. The pre-Greek deru means oak. Is wisdom, to see or have vision, which got spliced into Druid, a modernism from Sotion of Alexandria, 3rd century BCE, which is when Druid was first mentioned in our history. They were here is about all we can say. Our schools may have referred to barbarian hordes, but I think that there is plainly a whole lot more that can be said about these remarkable men. Perhaps we can pick up their trail again, yes, with conjecture and research to be done, by this device of words be known. Come once more into your own. Druids philosophized with ambassadors of distant lands, linking up jungles dense with tundras, plains, the sea's depth and mountain range, linking up with a mathematics of a matching art, showing us that we are all a part of a continuum on creation marked. Dragon load, standing stone, ancestor's bone, another node. And as the eagle is different in nature to the dove, so they spoke war, peace, spirit, love, in proportion to what the need it was, an earth mother, their creed it was. They spoke for all to hear. They had no mass media, but lasted long, passing out life-breath prayer as word of mouth, unwritten, known by all, pouring out from Tara's halls. And other such great schools of learning that appeared as the times were turning, to teach what they felt worth to tell. And Beth, Lewis, Neon, Tree, Alpha, Beta to spell. Ceremonial acts did mark winter, summer, light and dark. Odin took runes from tree, bard, ovate and druidry. 3 it is a holy trine, oak and ash and thorn, sublime. 4 times seasons turning round, toning of the holy sound. All around Europe did they live, guiding law they had to give. Then a king could not rule a life without first approval of a wife. A king would have to authorize, a queen would have to authorize, before a king he could arise. A bard might bring them down again. Their satires could destroy such men. Druids counseled for the land, with which they entwined, we understand, a harmony, a thread to lace, society with a living trace of language tutored by the trees. We can but guess at what they perceive. Heard of human sacrifice? This could well be Caesar's artifice. Propaganda to hide and justify a genocide. Yet, bear in mind the length of time Druids had been keeping up their rhymes. Who had placed the standing stone? Is there something that we don't know? I say for sacrifice, they were not laid. Druids either then in retrograde, or else Roman voices, all that remain, have written it in a smear campaign. Consider now our temples, our great temples of the megalithic ages, that line up like one serpent upon this earth's surface ranges, by virtue of forgotten tribes and their technicians, who use a scheme of exact mathematical precision for purposes we cannot recall. I mean, why did they build them all? Why on earth did they build them all? Were these stones placed for the need that something special had to bleed, to die, to be ritually sacrificed, man and beast, also that their gods could be appeased? It's an established practice, that sacrifice. Hard upon the glorified one, but from history's hindsight it's best not to come on from an accustomed superior moral position. No. I just feel there was another condition of being in connection with the land, access to energies contained therein, known to every man. Through ritual theatre at specific times of the festival year, to align with the cosmic core, all together held in awe at ceremonies of sound, with people gathering round, ringing round, to actively activate the atom of the sun at Newhenge, Stonehenge, and everywhere gathered everyone, at Callanish, Karnak, at Newgrange and Maytown. Enoch had the measurements, we can still apply them now. The latitudes where sunlight splinter through aperture in stone chamber in winter catches the light of Venus, moving love between us, channeling through stone-marked lay. Energies dance, make their way, enhanced by ritual of ranking Druids, who kept the spectacle running fluid with mnemonic words to catch and receive the orb. And so would the people be absorbed, timeless in a moment, woken from the dormant self. Old selves to be as one, a short eternity, at conjunctions fleet, where true selves meet. Charged by spheres distant, illumined from the instant, with sun to soul and soul to spark, meeting and waking at the meeting place. Hark! Hark! Voices are calling from another time. Long did they speak, and lo, they declined. Romans had come to run them a rout. They didn't care what they were all about. Yet Roman records are the reason that any memory of them lives on. Tiberius Caesar, Cicero, Diodorus Siculus, Pomponius Melas, and Suetonius. Roman writers of their age telling of conquests that they had made. Yet for these missives, pay attention please, and read between the lines for any official state campaign design. Histories written by the victor are often written with a twist. Later ages cannot figure just what exactly the real truth is. Led on by false description to give the best depiction of another hell-bent autocracy imposing state control of a former New World Order that killed the ancient world. Druids is an oft-heard name, and no way were they all the same. No way. From tribe to tribe, no fixed abode, different lands, one mother lode. 10,000 years is all long gone. If we had but one snatch of song from them, it would show and reveal as much of a society, of ceremony, as such. Alas, we can never know. But I am sure that they put on quite some shows! That's called Druids.